This is CBS News New York.
Welcome to CBS News New York. I'm Natalie Duddrige.
And I'm Cindy Hsu. It is a first alert weather day with very cold temperatures, maybe even some snow. Let's get right to meteorologist Tony Sadiku with your first alert forecast. Tony.
Hey, Cindy, Natalie. Yeah, so we got a few impacts to talk about. Of course, the first thing is going to be the round of wet and wintry weather moves in this afternoon and then lingers into parts of your Saturday. And then it's the bitter cold. Yes, it is colder now than it was yesterday, but it's not as bad as it's going to be weather-wise over the weekend in terms of the chill. Gray skies and 36. It's a first alert weather day. Light snowfall on the way. And then how about we cap it off with some frigid air for any travel this weekend. Temperature-wise now, a lot of 30s on the board. I mean, numbers like this don't really scream a big snow event, but cold enough, certainly, that some of this will stick, especially this afternoon as we start to get a little push, a little lift in the atmosphere with that system moving in. Numbers have been cooling down. We went from 50s to 40s to 30s to 20s by Sunday. Teens in the mornings, too. Right now, radar is mainly quiet. Maybe a flake trying to reach the ground near Morris. Some more action out on the east end. And really, the steadier snows are back out to the west. Actually, winter weather advisories just to the west of Pike County. We're not under advisories in and around our area, but we'll have to watch it because this is not, doesn't mean it's not an impactful event. We certainly think it will be, especially as so many people have plans to hit the roads maybe later this afternoon and tonight. So that is the system that's got to roll on through. It's going to be interesting to watch because this low, as it pushes through, kind of gets absorbed by another low that's going to be right on time just offshore. It stays offshore. But could the ingredients come together for a messy ride this afternoon? Look at the timestamp. That's 4:30 this afternoon. And look at all the activity. Well, is the radar going to look exactly like this? Probably not, but some version of this with some action moving through areas north and west of the city. Maybe some snow accumulating, rain and snow mix initially for the coast, brief break, and then the snow crashes as colder air pours in over the weekend. We start the weekend near freezing. We end the weekend in the teens, feeling like single digits still. We have that cold flavor on a Monday, 15. That'll be the coldest we've had in nearly 2 years. But it does feel better because then the wind's back off. The winds will be a problem this weekend. As cold as it looks, it will feel a lot colder.
It'll even be colder.
Well, you know, so often it's really hot when it's supposed to be cold, really cold when it's supposed to be hot. So at least it feels like it's supposed to feel.
Snow and cold when it's supposed to.
Just like it's not.
Just can't be when it's
right on time for winter.
All right, Tony, thank you very much. And now we check on your first alert traffic. Here's traffic reporter Guy Standard with the latest. Hi, Guy.
Good morning, Cindy. We're going to start in Rockland County, Stony Point specifically. We have a stalled vehicle that has one lane closed on the southbound Palisades Parkway at exit 15. Traffic is fairly light through the area. In Queens, road work is 2 lanes closed on the southbound side of the Van Wyck at Atlantic Avenue. Delays there back to the Grand Central. We're also seeing slow traffic on the northbound side as well. Taking a live look at the Lincoln Tunnel, about a 20-minute delay getting down around the Helix to the toll plaza. It's a similar wait for drivers at the Holland Tunnel and the George Washington Bridge. Checking on mass transit's Big Four, everything running on or close to schedule for Metro North, PATH trains, New Jersey Transit, and the LIRR. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Cindy and Natalie, back to you.
All right, Guy, thank you. Well, as we saw in that video, many have already started. Millions of Americans will be hitting the road or catching a flight this weekend ahead of the holidays.
The Port Authority is warning travelers to be ready for heavy traffic, longer wait times at the airport. Elijah Westbrook covers transportation for us. He is live at LaGuardia Airport, and quiet again. Keeps going back and forth, Elijah.
This is CBS News New York.
Welcome to CBS News New York. I'm Natalie Duddrige.
And I'm Cindy Hsu. Coming up this half hour, the drone saga continues in New Jersey. The ban now keeping them out of the skies. Why some state leaders say that's just adding to the confusion.
But first, let's take a look at the top stories right now. Today, roads and airports will be jammed with holiday travelers. AAA says more than 119 million people will hit the road from Saturday through New Year's Day. Today and Sunday will be among the busiest days at U.S. airports. A possible government shutdown at midnight will not immediately affect flights.
Luigi Mangione is now being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. The 26-year-old arrived yesterday under heavy guard and is facing 4 federal counts in the December 4th shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown.
The MTA's congestion pricing plan is on the docket today at federal courts in Manhattan. A preliminary injunction hearing will be held for 4 of the New York-based lawsuits challenging the plan. Governor Hochul says a lawsuit brought by New Jersey could delay the planned January launch of congestion pricing.
Now let's get to meteorologist Tony Sadiku with your first alert forecast.
Hey there, Cindy and Natalie. Not a bad start in terms of how the day looks. It's nice to see a little glimpse of sun.
The Millions Prize of the Year. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Cindy Hsu. The news is not stopping. You don't want to miss Natalie Duddrige and the rest of the day's top stories streaming right now on CBS News New York. Have a great day.
Luigi Mangione.